for Kevin Madden, but he might not play tonight.
Really had 16 points in that game, but, you know, they say he's hurt, but I look for him to be ready now. He'll forget about that injury once the game gets going.
All right, let's get the starting lineup from PA announcer Kearney Andrews.
Smith Center. Tonight, the Tar Heels host the Wolfpack of North Carolina State University. Here are the starters for tonight's game. For the Wolfpack, at forward, number 22, 6'7" sophomore from Winston-Salem, Brian Howard. And at forward, number 52, 6'8" junior from Leland, Chucky Brown. At center, number 33, 6'10" junior from Kinston, Charles Shackelford. At the guards, number 13, 6'1" freshman from Hialeah, Florida, Chris Corchiani. And number 14, a 6'5" senior from Springfield, Massachusetts, Vinny Del Negro. And now for the Tar Heels starting this game. At forward, number 20, 6'6" junior from London, England, Steve Bucknall. At forward, number 34, 6'9" sophomore from Virginia Beach, J.R. Reed. At center, number 42, 6'10" sophomore, Hacienda Heights, California, Scott Williams. At guard, number 14, a 6'3" junior from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Jeff Lebo. And the other guard, number 33, a 6'1" senior from Chapel Hill, Ranzino Smith. The officials for tonight's game are referee Paul Hausman, umpire 1 Dick Paparo, umpire 2 George Tolliver.
Coaches, Jim Valvano with 160 wins and 89 losses in his 8th year for NC State, and Dean Smith with an incredible 627 wins, 178 losses. That's 77.9%, #1 percentage of all active head basketball coaches. We talked a little bit about the home court advantage. It really, if the visiting team can get off to a quick start, they can take the crowd out of it, and they can do that here.
Well, that's true, and you know, I don't know. You know, Jimmy's never beaten Dean over here. Sometimes you play the law of averages. You say, hey, it's time for Jimmy to win one. So maybe the luck will be with him tonight, or the law of averages, or whatever.
There's the series record. They have this is the 170th game in this series. Shackelford and Williams on the jump, and Lebo literally swiped the opening tip.
Well, I think he knew that play. They must have had that scouted, because he did a great job anticipating, going right in there.
JR, he's making 3 out of 4 of every shot he takes from the field lately. It's just been incredible.
Well, Shackelford played behind him. He cannot play behind him and let JR get the ball right there in the lane, or he's going to be in trouble.
Shackelford switches to the left hand and hits the runner.
Hey, what a move. Hey, the two big guys are starting off hot.
Sometimes I wonder if Shackelford himself knows what hand and which way that ball's going up.
Well, that's true. And, you know,
here's a bad pass behind Lebo. He didn't see it coming from Scott Williams in the first turnover.
The only criticism I have of Charles is he doesn't take the ball to the hole hard enough. He's only shot 54 free throws. J.R. Reed shot 140-something.
Yeah.
He's got to take the ball to the hole more.
And at 6'10", 225, you think he would. This is Vinny Del Negro being guarded by Bucknall, and Bucknall will pick up the first personal foul.
Well, Vinny did a good job that time of taking him one-on-one. Watch him. He takes him one-on-one. He takes him to the hole. He bodies up. He reached in with his hand and fouled him. And Steve knows better than that.
And he's doing it against an excellent defensive player. Del Negro, number 4 in the ACC in free throw shooting. Crowd didn't like the call. They didn't think it was a shooting foul, but the replay showed it obviously was.
But, you know, I like Bucknall. He's on my all-ACC defensive team right now. I like him. He's one of the better defensive players in the league. My other players are Billy King, Derek Lewis, Tommy Hammonds, and Brian Howard. Watch Brian Howard out there. Now, he's an excellent defensive player. I don't know exactly yet who he's guarding, but he'll pick up the toughest man on the other ball court.
Del Negro hits the both, and it's a 4-2 North Carolina State lead. Corchiani is guarding Lebo. Corchiani doesn't look quick, but he is.
Well, he anticipates well. He doesn't have blinding speed. He and Lebo both, they're not real quick, but they anticipate well, and they're smart.
Reed and Shackelford banging inside. They try to get it to Williams and throw it away. That was a bad pass by Bucknall. Second turnover for Carolina.
Which is uncharacteristic of North Carolina.
Yep.
They don't used to turn the ball over like that. The State's got to be patient.
Corciani now the starting point guard for this ball club. This is Chucky Brown. Lost it on the way in. Ranzino with good hustle to save it.
That's great balance. Good play by Ranzino. North Carolina State's playing man for man now, but look for Jimmy to switch. Another turnover.
Lebo passed it to the corner. There was nobody home. And for Lebo, in his last 7 games, he's had only 5 turnovers. Those are all conference games. And in that period, he had 29 assists, so he doesn't do that very often.
He really does. And that's an unbelievable turnover record.
We had to save that one. We might not see another one in this game. Shackelford. Del Negro with the leading rebounding guard. The league had a hand on it, but J.R. took it. Vinny swiped it to Brown.
Great steal by Vinny. Great steal. J.R. didn't see him. He came up behind him and took the ball away from him.
Del Negro has made himself into a terrific player.
Get it to J.R.
With a right hand, he's fouled by Shackelford.
See, that's the problem with having your horse playing their horse, is they're going to go right to J.R. and then try to get Shaq in foul trouble.
Also tonight, Duke rolls over Wake Forest. You have to feel sorry for Bob Stack. Lost a couple of players for the season. And he took it on the chin tonight from the Blue Devils.
Well, he's had 2 great upsets this year, though, so, you know, he can think about that for a long time.
Dean watches J.R. Reed hit his first free throw. Hits them both at 6-4. And Reed has all 4 of North Carolina's points.
North Carolina going to turn up the pressure a little bit now, looks like. They might trap. Here comes the trap.
And we've got a foul away from the ball, and it looks like Shackelford pushing off underneath.
Oh, Shaq, you don't need to do that. Hurry in. Let's see what he does here. He's pushing with his body. He's trying to post up, and he's pushing him. I don't know. I believe I just let that one go on if I was official.
I missed whatever happened there, Coach. Because I've been known to miss more than one. 2 on Shackelford, though.
I think Jimmy's got to get him off with J.R.
Williams mishandled it and lost it. That's 4 turnovers. Make it 5 in the first 3 minutes of the game for the Tar Heels.
You know, it looks like they're rushing things. They got to. North Carolina usually turns the ball over. Looks like they're looking for things too fast.
Brown, pretty decent ball handler for a big man. He's fouled by Bucknall. That's 2 on him.
You know what Jimmy's doing and what he's told State to do is drive and go to the basket. You notice Chucky Brown, Shackelford, Del Negro, all been taking the ball to the hole. I think he thinks that's the best way to beat that pressure defense is take it to the hole, make somebody pick you up and hit the open man. Now North Carolina goes that zone on the out-of-bounds play. There's a trap.
Del Negro for 3. Tipped outside, and he'll get a hand on it and get it back. That last foul, by the way, was given to Williams and not Bucknall. Del Negro tried to get it to Shackelford. It's off Carolina, out to State. Looks like both teams are rushing it a little bit, Lefty.
Well, they are. North Carolina's going, they call this their 24 defense. I heard them holler 24, man for man.
Corciani in the lane, rebounded by State, foul on Carolina.
Brian Howard did a great job of going to the board that time. Watch him, he takes off, goes to the board, he misses the shot. Brian Howard was not blocked out, goes to the board, gets it. Williams gets him on the arm.
Number 2 on Scott Williams. Deep inbounds pass, and Corciani will set it
trap
up.
after the first pass.
Nice bounce pass to Shackelford. Little pull-up jumper rimmed out. Bucknall with a rebound.
He was lucky he didn't get that ball stolen from him then.
Reed low against Shackelford with those 2 fouls. Leaned into one and hit the jumper.
Hey, he's tough in there. Shaq, you got to front him, son. You can't stay behind him. You got to front him.
It's State 6 and Reed 6 with 16:06 to go in the first half. Del Negro, nice stutter step to get around Bucknall.
That's a nice, quick move. He sort of changed pace on his dribble. He slowed up, and he, like you say, studied, went in there. Nice layup.
Del Negro with 4. He's averaging 15.9 points a game.
Williams wide open underneath. Somebody forgot to switch, and Williams was wide open, and Ranzino missed him.
First couple of substitutions of the ball game and our first timeout. 15:36 to go first half. 8-6 State. Lefty, apparently they feel that Shackelford can play behind J.R.
Well, I think he's got those 2 fouls now, and he's scared to do too much, you know. And I look for him right now. I noticed they put Avi left in the game. Let's see if Avi doesn't guard J.R. now. In fact, he's got Shaq out, so somebody's got to guard him.
That's right.
Shaq.
Whoever gets the short straw. And Pete Chilcutt, number 32, is in for North Carolina. There's the turnover story. Uncharacteristic for the Tar Heels. Less than 5 minutes. 5 turnovers. Bucknall left open and softly puts it home. Only averages 8 points a game. Doesn't really shoot that much.
Well, he had a wide open shot. Nobody on him. He was squared up. It was a great shot, and he'll knock those down.
Tied at 8. Corciani gets it to Howard. Double team. Forced it up and made it.
Well, he had Lebo on him, and that was a good move.
And we've got a travel on the inbounds play. And it will turn it over to State. They'll get the ball with a 2-point lead. Madden is in. Young man's bothered by an ankle injury. They say the worst problem he has is trying to go side to side, straight up and down the court. He's fine. Good job by Del Negro to get the ball out of traffic, and now they'll let Corciani set it up.
North Carolina sticking with their man-for-man defense. I look for him to isolate a little bit for Benny. Bucknall's a tough defensive player, though, and he does a good job. Looks like Benny's going to post him up inside now.
Ball stripped, knocked out of bounds, out to State. Shot clock is at 17 seconds. This is Corciani, the young man from Miami. Mr. Basketball in Florida twice as a
12 seconds. They got to make a move here. 10 seconds.
Howard, good drive, foul by J.R. Reed.
Well, they're taking the ball through the hole. Jimmy's told him to take the ball and watch him. Here he goes again. This is Howard driving through the hole. J.R. slapped through the ball. Anytime you slap down like that, the official's going to call it, even if you get all ball most of the time. I think J.R. thought he got the ball.
Looked like he did get it that time.
He may have, but they're going to call it anytime you slap down.
This was the Achilles heel for North Carolina State. They were a real poor free throw shooting team. They've gotten a lot better. Howard now has his average up to 76%.
Well, North Carolina is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country and the second best field goal shooting team in the country. That's what makes them so tough.
Exactly. First 5 games, State as a team hit 57% of its free throws and had been doing miserably at the start of the ACC season. But they've obviously worked on it and gotten better. They got a 4-point lead right now.
I think it got almost up to 70% there, which is where you should be.
Exactly.
Now State switch their defense. Jimmy wants to play. I was talking to Jimmy, and he said what he wants to do is play little 5-minute segments. He'll play man 5 minutes, then he'll play zone 5 minutes, then he'll play 1-3 in a chaser for 5 minutes. He's not going to let J.R. beat him by himself if he has to switch up his defenses to do it.
Chucky Brown picks up his first personal foul. That's the 3rd team foul against State. 14-11 to go in the first half. And Chilcutt goes to the line. Out of Utah, Alabama. Not heavily recruited down there in the state.
But, you know, he's done a great job, I think, for Dean this year. He's averaging 7 points a game. He's shooting 59% from the field, 77% from the free throw line. He's averaging 4.2 rebounds. That's pretty good for a freshman, really. He sat out last year, and he's a freshman eligibility-wise.
Right. Rodney Monroe comes in for the first time. Excellent outside shooter from Hagerstown, Maryland.
I tell you, he may be the best in the league at the outside shooting. He is really tough. I'll tell you a story about him in the basketball camp in a minute.
Okay. Chilcutt hits the second of 2. It's a 3-point lead, and here comes the pressure.
Here comes the trap.
Corciani and Lebo are a lot alike. They're both more dangerous on the outside. If you force them to drive, they don't have the great numbers. And we lost one here. And Lefty got a souvenir.
Hey, I don't mind. That's the way to hustle, guys. Chucky, keep after it, man. Fill that water on me again.
Better you than me, Coach. We'll get you some new slacks by midnight.
Yeah, right.
The turnover gives the ball to North Carolina State. The last time I was here, Dick Vitale was sitting here. He got dumped twice. Must be a bad seat.
That's all right. Let them guys hustle. This is a big game.
Madden short on the jumper. Hustles after the rebound. Reed's got it. Stripped on the way up. They've got Corciani for the foul.
When JR gets that ball inside, he's so strong, you got to foul him, else he's going to dunk on you. Watch him get this rebound, go back up strong, pushed off a little bit. There he goes, going up. Corciani, you can't stop him. Levi comes over the hatchet, man. He was going to get him if he went up, too. They're going to make him work for it.
You figure that's Corciani's only chance in there at 6 feet. JR misses the first free throw.
Well, they saved him a point. You see, sometimes the guy's got a shot like that inside. Go ahead and foul him. They saved him a point, maybe 2 if JR misses this one.
Well, in those last 12 games, he's shooting 72% from the floor. You might as well foul him.
That's right. He's only shooting 67 from a free throw line, so foul him. You got a better chance.
It's a bargain. Reed will go out. Scott Williams checks back in for Carolina. It's a 2-point lead for State.
There comes a press. Got it out of trap nice that time.
3 guards in there right now for Jim Valvano. Del Negro, Monroe, and Corciani. Del Negro will be dogged by Bucknell. Excellent defensive player, but Vinny will still get his points. Corciani, good pass to Shackelford.
Great bounce pass. Hey, I'm telling you, that little freshman can play, little Corciani. He can play.
Madden with a bad pass. Lester with a quick hands picks it off inside. In Carolina, I have never seen them handle the ball this badly in a half of basketball. 3-pointer, Monroe.
There he is. I was telling you, he can shoot it. They got those 2 freshman guards right there. Hey, what do you think they're going to be in 4 years?
No kidding. Did you see Valvano on the bench? He was following the arc of that one with his arm. He knew it was in there.
He don't have to worry about Rodney. Just sit back and relax, Jimmy. He'll make it.
Biggest lead. Madden with a reverse layup and a chill cut tip in.
Nice tip in by Pete. I'm telling you, Pete is really giving Dean some good play this year. Dean's riding the fishes over there now.
17-12. State has effectively kept the crowd out of it for most of the time. Monroe penetrating. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Shackelford. Do you believe that?
I'm going to tell you, he's got the most unorthodox shots I've ever seen. He shot a jump hook with his back to the baseline that time. Unbelievable.
And Madden may have been hurt again.
Watch Shaq on this shot. Now, Rodney Monroe does a great job of driving. Watch him. He's got his back to the baseline. Shoots a hook. Looks the wrong way. Hey,
you got to call those, don't you?
I don't know what you call that. Dipsy-doodle shot.
Madden has gone to the bench. It looks like they're working on that leg again. He's missed a few games because of an ankle injury. Ball was kicked here by Corciani. They'll give it back to North Carolina and recycle the shot clock. Fox is in for the first time out of Nassau in the Bahamas for North Carolina. This is Lebo guarded by Corciani. They have not given Lebo an outside
State
shot
is
yet.
in a triangle in 2 right now. Monroe is on Ranzino. Chris Corciani's on Lebo. The other 3 guys are playing a zone inside.
Fox nice to Williams, and he's fouled by Lester.
What Jimmy's trying to do is give them different looks defensively. Now he'll probably change up out of that in a little while and go to something different. There's a good move inside. Got a ball inside to a Scott. He went up hard, got fouled.
Corciani comes out of the ball game, and coming back in is Brian Howard, so it's back to 2 guards in the offense for State. J.R. Reed is going to come back in for North Carolina, and Chilcutt will sit down.
Both teams are doing a good job of subbing up. They both got good benches, and they're taking advantage of it.
Williams at the line for a pair, misses the first. How much do nerves play a part in a game like this?
Oh, I think nerves play a lot, but usually it's the visiting team. It looks like North Carolina's a little nervous
doesn't it?
For some reason. He missed 2 free throws.
Missed them both, and the ball is out of bounds. North Carolina State will have it when we come back. The Wolfpack also has a 17 lead. It's 19-12. 11:46 to go in the first half. State over Carolina by 7.
Well, State, I think Dean's trying to pick up some defensive pressure. He's tried to press him, didn't hurt him. But you know, North Carolina has not got one fast break, or they haven't scored on their secondary break, and that's really hurt them. That's why they only have 11 points with the 11 minutes left in the half.
It's a big part of their offense, has been historically. Howard, good driver. Got the hoop.
They're taking it to the hole. I know Jimmy's told them to take it to the hole on them, and they're doing an excellent job of it.
It's 21-12, a 9-point spread for State.
No fast breaks, no secondary breaks.
Carolina has turned the ball over 7 times already in the first half. Fox to Ranzino Smith.
State's gone back man for man. Now they got out of that triangle too. They're going man for man.
Basket counts and a foul. And boy, that could have been an offensive foul because Ranzino really leaned in.
That's right. That could be the principle of verticality. Watch. Let's see if he goes straight up. Looks like he kind of leaned in. He did a good ball fake.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, if you'd have been on the sideline, you'd have been going crazy, wouldn't you?
I'd probably stomped my foot.
Well, Jim Valvano ran all the way down into the bleachers.
Well, you know what? I think what happened is Vinny kind of faked it. He ran up underneath of him, too. Peter stood there, but he moved his feet and ran up underneath of him, and I think that's why he called it on.
Could have been. Free throws so far. Carolina having a tough night, but Ranzino is not going to miss. He's hit 28 out of 29 this year.
Let's see if they trap when the ball hits half court. Yeah, here they come. Here comes the trap.
Good job by Del Negro to dribble his way out of it and get it to Monroe. Shaq back in the ball game, working with those
Take it, Rodney.
Monroe for 3, 2 for 2.
You can't give him that shot, North Carolina, because he'll bury it.
Tar Heels hustling down court. It's 24-15, the lead back to 9. Reed triple team and kicks it back outside. Bucknall for 3. Here comes the Wolfpack.
Bucknall's not a three-point shooter. He shouldn't have shot. He only made 2 all year. He should have worked that ball inside and taken his time.
It looks like you said earlier that both teams, or at least early, were forcing things, and North Carolina continues to do it. And Monroe now has 8 points.
He's a scoring machine.
26-15, travel on Williams, and it's all going the Wolfpack's way right now. Corciani comes back in the ballgame. Del Negro will sit down. Jim Valvano doing what he can to keep everybody fresh.
You know, Rodney Monroe scored over 3,000 points in high school and broke Quentin Daly's state scoring record. So I'm telling you, he can shoot. I've watched him since he's in the 9th grade.
He might get 3,000 tonight. He's hit all 3 of his shots. Threw this one away. Williams for the jam. That could set him up.
That's that pressure defense. That's got the crowd into it. Let's see if they get them going defensively. Because you got the crowd fired up now.
Monroe. Nice feed to Shaq. Good play by Brian Howard to get him the ball.
It really was. And Shaq did a good job of catching that ball. It was a tough pass to catch. It was a little bit low.
This is King Rice, the freshman point guard, to Ranzino Smith. Back to Rice. They'll lay off of him.
Well, he's not going to shoot the thing outside. He's only shooting 33%.
Ranzino lost it on the way up.
North Carolina's not being as patient as they normally are.
Monroe pulls up for 3, missed that one. JR. Nobody got back, so he said, why not?
Nice pass.
Bucknall fouled by Corciani, who may have hurt his hand.
6'10", 240 leading the break. Beautiful pass.
Yeah.
JR's my man. He's the best in the country. I don't care what they say. Watch this. Nice pass, look away pass. That's one of them Norfolk special passes.
Corciani grabbed his hand, also got an elbow right in the chops.
Nice pass, JR.
Monroe comes out of the ball game, and Del Negro comes back in. Monroe leaves with 8 points, 2 3-pointers and a 2-pointer. Bucknall goes to the line. He's an 80% free throw shooter. In the ACC, he has not missed one until now, and he missed that one.
That thing was way off. You know, wasn't even close. I've never seen North Carolina miss this many free throws.
I haven't either.
Particularly at home in the early part of a ball game.
At 6 in the first half. That is highly unusual. Madden comes back in. Bucknall with his second. They're down by 11. Now make it 10.
Here comes the press. They'll turn it up and then try to get the crowd in the game if they can get a couple steals and get their fast break going.
Corchiani got to see some of this Carolina pressure in the first game. Del Negro is back in there. He's better at handling it. Howard, they're making everything, Lefty.
You know, Corchiani only played about 6 or 8 minutes in that first game, didn't score, and I think he's the difference in this ball club. He can handle the press. I was reading where when he was a kid, his dad is a coach, and he used to make him play against his high school team when he was 6 or 7 years old, bringing the ball up against the press.
Lebo finally got a three-point opportunity and missed it. Bucknall on the drive, fouled by Del Negro. That's 2 on Vinny Del Negro. Fouls may play a part before this one is over.
Well, this was a good foul. He reached in for the ball and got him. But, you know, North Carolina is not as fluid as they usually are. They're not turning the ball over and setting good picks. You got to give North Carolina State's defensive credit, but it seems like North Carolina's not in sync right now. They're just sort of out of sync.
I agree with you.
They're putting the ball on the floor too much. Most of the time, North Carolina will get shots without a dribble.
That's right. 3 or 4 passes, somebody's wide open off a screen. Bucknall hits the free throw. Carolina's hit 6 out of 10. State 12 out of 18. That's
another miss.
Floor. Well, they're just 50% and out. 11-point lead for NC State. Howard guarded by Madden, who's back in. Chucky Brown got the roll.
One thing it might be hurting North Carolina, they have not played for a week. Sometimes you lay off a week and you lose your timing. And I know Dean gave them a couple days off, and maybe it'll take them a while maybe to get their timing back. Take him, JR.
Finally missed a shot.
Good rebound, Shaq. That's the way to pull it down. Watch it, Shaq. You got 2 fouls. Don't get crazy.
Del Negro kicks it back out to Corchiani. The lead is 13, the biggest of the ball game. State shooting about 70% from the floor right now. Howard, Vinny Del Negro. Reed just ripped it away from everybody. Lebo, nice move to penetrate. Got the roll.
I tell you, he's tough. He's a solid player. You won't notice him for a while, but he'll come through and do big things for you just like that. That was a tough shot right along the baseline. Good timeout, Jimmy. Quiet the crowd down a little bit.
There's a timeout with 7:09 to go first half. State 32, North Carolina 21. Here's that last play by Lebo.
When it goes to his left, all you young players, you got to learn to go left and right. Went to his left, pulled up, and that's a tough shot.
First 2 points of the night for Lebo. Back to live action. NC State is led by as many as 13. They're up by 11 right now.
Jimmy's
Howard, Shackelford, and Monroe all have 8 points left.
Well, Jimmy's taking Shackelford out, which I think is smart. Why take a chance? He's got 11 points. Look at my man, Avi.
Avi Lester kept it alive, knocked out of bounds. It's out to North Carolina.
I keep telling Jimmy he got to play Avi more. I like him because he plays hard. I mean, he not only because he's left-handed too, but he plays hard. You watch him, he bangs in there. He likes contact.
Talk about a creative shooter. He puts it up from anywhere. Bucknall. Howard got away with a push. Bucknall got the basket anyway.
Nice move by Stevie. Good pump fake power move to the hole. But still, North Carolina's not getting jump shots and easy shots like they usually do off the passes. They're scoring off the dribble.
You're right. 32-23. They've cut the lead to 9. Bucknall really working on Del Negro. Bucknall fouled him. Vinny wanted the basket, couldn't get it. That is 3 on Steve Bucknall. Excuse me, that's 2.
Watch him go to the hole. He's taking it to the hole. North Carolina's taking it to him. Might have pushed off with his elbow a little bit. Slapped him on the arm on the shot. Good call.
You got to work hard to get it off of Bucknall, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Del Negro will go to the line. 83% free throw shooter. And he misses the first. Del Negro with 4 points tonight. He's 2 out of 3 from the line.
Well, he won't miss many.
No, he won't. And he won't miss the big ones down the stretch either. 10-point lead, 6:14 to go first half.
See, State's doing a good job of getting back and stopping that secondary break. They have not got one basket off of that. Last game against Clemson, they must have gotten 6 or 8 off of that.
It's just hustle, isn't it, Lefty? Great block by Lester. He's second to Shackelford in block shots on the team. He can go get it.
There he is. Gets it with his left hand. No, he got it with his right hand. Got it with his right hand.
Oh, he didn't want to hurt the left. That's his shooting
That's right.
Madden comes in. Ranzino Smith will go out. Ranzino with 3 points tonight. Bucknall.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Jimmy with this team in there go to a zone. The next time out or a dead ball, I look for him maybe to go to a zone with this team that North Carolina's got in there.
And they throw it away again. Bucknall that time tossed the ball out of bounds. That is 10 turnovers. Count them. 10 for Carolina in the first half.
Well, the only thing I can think is that long layoff, the week off, the timing's down, and they're just not fluid on offense. But North Carolina State, let's give them some credit, too. They're playing tough defense, they're overplaying, and they're being aggressive.
Lester. Missed the shot. Reed with a rebound. Maybe a little overly creative for that last one.
Well, he's a rebounder and a banger. He's not a shooter.
JR leaned into a tough one.
See, that wasn't a good shot for JR. They usually come down and pass. If they're not passing the ball, first guy's getting it shooting.
Chucky Brown, a little fancy Dan bounce pass back to Corciani.
North Carolina kind of spreading it out a little bit now. See, they're spreading it out, passing and cutting through. Watch, he'll pass and cut through. They're kind of spreading the floor on him right here. Looking to drive.
Howard cut off at the pass, got it back outside. 17 on the shot clock.
They got the floor spread right now. They're going to try to drive. They're going to try to drive in a minute. So there goes Chris.
8 on the shot clock. Del Negro with a drive, lost the ball. And they say touched by Carolina, out to State.
Hey, that was a beautiful pass Chris Corciani threw right there. But I think it surprised Benny a little bit. That's why he fumbled it. But that was a beautiful pass.
Fox is back in. They reset the shot clock, but only to 5. The ball was knocked out of bounds at 4.
There he is underneath.
And they missed the shot. Chucky Brown had the layup with some pressure, but missed it. Corciani called for the foul against Lebo, as he and Lebo had their arms tangled in backcourt.
Well, that's inexperience. You don't want to do that. Hey, Chris is a freshman. He's getting fired up now. He's playing pretty good.
Well, it was going on a lot longer than we saw it. They were really after each other. Corciani gets his 3rd personal foul.
What happened? I think Lebo got him first, and the official saw the second blow.
I do, too.
That's why you can't retaliate.
And that's why Jim Valvano was shaking his head. Monroe will come back into the ball game. Coming in, King Rice for Carolina, both number 21.
Carolina got a chance right now to cut that lead down and get it respectable before the half.
Here's Lebo, number 1 in the ACC in free throws.
Look at that.
Man, oh man, they're all missing shots tonight. Lebo was shooting 88.7%. It hit 30 of 33 in the ACC. That might be the layoff too, Lefty.
Well, I think it is. You know, sometimes you lay off and I see Dean over there. Dean doesn't look as fired up as he usually is, but he'll get fired up before long.
Jim Valvano making a defensive signal, telling his team what he wants them to run.
I think he'll change right here and go to a zone, because really the only outside shooter they got is Lebo. They may even go to a box and one. Or
I think that was the signal for that.
Yeah, Rodney Monroe's got Lebo. Yeah, then a 1-3 and a chaser is what it is. And he'll stay right on Lebo, and he'll let King Rice and Fox shoot outside. Although I tell you, Fox can hit that thing outside.
They've done a great job on Lebo.
Yeah, they got the 1-3 and a chaser.
Lebo with only 2 first-half points. He's only had 1 3-point opportunity.
But I tell you what, on this possession, North Carolina's playing like they usually play. They're taking their time. They get it into JR. That's what they got to do. That's the first time they really worked the ball around and taking their time.
And they've cut the lead to 8. They scored 6 straight points. 33-25. Fox now on Del Negro. We're down to 3:14 to go, first half. Chucky Brown And he's had a tough time lately offensively. His average has fallen to 16-1. He was the leading scorer on the club.
You got to take your time again, North Carolina. Take your time.
Williams had it blocked on the way up, but they've got a foul.
Nice drop step move here. Watching me ball fakes to the middle, head fake, drop step, goes in, draws a foul. Could have been a goaltender.
Yeah, could have been. Avi Lester picks up his second. And now Williams will go to the free throw line. I'm almost afraid to give percentages anymore the way it's gone tonight.
Well, you know,
68% shooter.
He's not that good a shooter. He'll probably knock them in.
He'll bury both of them. 0 for 2.
Let's go.
Perfect.
All net.
33-26. The lead down to 7. Make it 6 at the 3-minute mark. And we have a timeout on the court. 3 minutes to go first half. NC State 33, North Carolina 20. The announcers for this game are approved and selected by Raycom Sports and Jefferson Pilot Teleproductions. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, duplication, or reception of this broadcast without the express written permission of Raycom Sports, Jefferson Pilot Teleproductions is prohibited. Stayed up by as many as 13. Now they're up by 6.
Well, I think North Carolina's getting back in the swing of things. You know, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I think the layoff hurt them. Now they're getting their timing back. They're running their offense, and I think that's been the difference. They're on an 8-1 run, and that's why they're back in the ball game.
I don't think this horse is dead yet.
No.
Lester was open down court. Del Negro bounced it off his foot out of bounds.
See, sometimes I always wonder, Jimmy, put Shaq back in there. He's only got 2 fouls. You can't be scared. Put him back in there. Let's see what happens. I don't know if he will or not. I kind of like to see him put him back in there.
Another thing that hasn't happened, Monroe, who was hot when he was in there early and then was taken out, has not touched the ball since he came back.
State is now in there 1-3 with a chaser on Lebo. They're going to make him shoot the basketball outside. That's what Jimmy wants him to do.
Lebo with a fake inside the three-point line, and he's got 4 points.
See, now he's telling Rodney, why you let him, you got him man for man. Make him drive, get in his face, don't give him a jumper.
They've cut it to 4.
North Carolina's going to trap now.
Howard.
Not a good shot, not a good shot for him.
33-29. Lebo almost lost it out of bounds.
Now they'll take their time. They're still staying with the chaser. They want him to shoot it outside, but it don't want Lebo to shoot out there. There goes Crick.
Fox, he misses. The rebound inside to Brian Howard.
That's what Jimmy wants him to do. They don't want to take that shot. They want to try to go inside to JR.
Tried to get it into Brown, knocked out of bounds. Next time you see Lebo come down court, he is as good as anybody at getting his shoulder into somebody, just bumping him a little bit to get him on stride without being called for a foul.
He's smart. He's a smart basketball player. His dad's a coach. He's played ever since he was a little guy, just like Corciani's dad's a high school coach. And I think that helps. There he is, wide open.
Great pass, and JR with a block.
JR.
Brown got it back. What a rejection by Reed.
JR saved him 2 then. I'll guarantee you that. That was a great play. And it got the crowd fired up.
Monroe, tough shot over Ranzino. He's short on it. Knocked out of bounds, out to Carolina.
Yeah, this thing turned around in the last 4 minutes. State is taking bad shots, and they're playing like North Carolina was at the first of the ball game. Watch this block by JR. What a super athletic play. Didn't touch him. Great play, JR.
Howard went to the hoop strong. State has missed its last 9 shots. Shackelford has been on the bench with 2 fouls, remember.
Get it inside to JR.
Bucknall to Madden. Oh, nice pass. And Bucknall scores, even though he's double-teamed.
All right, Jeff Lebo put up 2 fists. I think that means a trap. Let's see if they don't trap here now.
The lead has been cut to 2, Lefty.
They'll throw a pass and they'll trap. No, I missed it. Dean said I didn't know the signals. He must have switched them on me.
Monroe inside, double teamed, and he's fouled. Lebo got it. It's only one on Lebo, and only the 6th team foul against North Carolina.
Rodney does a good job of faking up here and drawing the foul. Good job. Lebo wanting to walk, but it wasn't a walk, Jeff.
See if they call this a shooting foul and let Monroe go to the line or not.
Well, I think they say he got him on the floor.
And only one more foul will get him in the bonus. Shot clock is off. Quentin Jackson into the ball game for the first time.
The clock is off. I look for him to hold it for one shot.
Jackson, dangerous pass. Chucky Brown got away.
Nice layup inside. Take that whenever you can get it.
Boy, State needed that bucket, and badly.
Now North Carolina needs one badly. It's still in at 1-3 with a chaser on Lebo. Don't.
Madden for 3. Good outside shooter. He's cut the lead to 1. Lebo stole the inbounds pass and almost made it at the buzzer.
I'm telling you.
In the same motion, he caught the ball, threw it up with 2 hands, and almost put that baby in there.
It was almost like 2 halves. State was hot at first. North Carolina was hot at the second part of half. It's a great ball game. Let's see what happens in the second half.
That's the end of the first half. North Carolina State 35, North Carolina 34.
It's a backcourt that ends in a vowel. 2 of them, actually. There's Vinny Del Negro, who's been a starter since late last year. He burst on the scene by winning the Most Valuable Player award at the ACC tournament. And now in his senior season, Vinny is a key man in the Wolfpack attack. But then Coach Jim Valvano gave Vinny a fellow paisan in the backcourt, recruiting guard Chris Corchiani. It was enough to make Vinny say, grazie.
We have pasta every Sunday, and we have a good time with that. It's kind of a family tradition now. To know another fellow Italian was coming in to play with Coach Valvano was, I was happy with that. I'm sure Coach Valvano gave his parents the same routine he gave my parents, and my parents really got along with Coach V, and they get along extremely well, and I'm sure Chris's parents do also.
It wasn't that big a deal, but once I got here, and I was in the backcourt with Vinny, with an Italian coach, it's made a big deal. But it's something that's really neat. It's real unique, and I think people will remember us by that.
Corchiani, 6 feet tall, from Hialeah, Florida. He is blended right in at point guard, pacing the club in assists.
He's a little jitterbug, basically, and he gets through the defense and he finds the open man. And that's why he's having a lot of assists.
We really are a great combination together. It's just real unique when you know what someone else is going to do on the court.
Chris is quick. He's much quicker than you think. He may not be as fast, as some players, but in terms of quickness, and more importantly, quickness with the ball.
So Valvano's added a Corchiani to go with his Del Negro in the backcourt.
And you can watch us every Friday night when we flip the pizzas up, which isn't bad. That's down in the dining hall. It's a pretty nice group we got going there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's shtick, but the shtick right now is winning by the count of 35-34 at halftime. North Carolina State on top at Chapel Hill. We'll get back to it just in a second as we have 3 live games tonight. We're halfway through game number 2.
Back at halftime, North Carolina State leading North Carolina by 1. Lefty, what do you think the key is to the second half?
Well, nobody's in foul trouble except Corchiani, so they can play hard. Both teams were equal on the boards that time. North Carolina missed 7 free throws, which they don't usually do. I think it's going to be a great half, and I look for Jimmy to keep changing defenses. I look for North Carolina to keep their trapping and pressing and put more pressure on them on defense.
The defensive pressure did have a lot to do with the first half. Let's take a look at the Piedmont's halftime stats. We'll get a look at the turnovers in a little bit. Here's the field goal percentage. And North Carolina came back after a woeful start to shoot 57.1%. And you see they did not do very well on the free throw line, and North Carolina State did unusually well. And here is the turnover situation. North Carolina just turned it over so much, especially in the first 10 minutes of the game, but it almost evened up by halftime, Lefty.
Right, and I think the reason that North Carolina jacked up that field goal percentage was they started going inside the JR, and they were more patient. At the first, they were out of sync, and I think it was because of the layoff.
Howard, Shackelford, Monroe, all with 8. Monroe got his, including a couple of three-pointers. Shackelford spent an awful lot of that first half on the bench after being very effective inside. So we're set to go for the last 20 minutes from Chapel Hill. Number 6 against number 16. A share of first place in the ACC is on the line right here. Corchiani got the ball in under heavy pressure from Bucknall.
Well, Jimmy, he's laid back over on the bench, took a little blow. Now the game started. He's ready. He's ready to go.
Chucky Brown to Corchiani. He and Del Negro starting at the guards.
I think what they want to do is go inside to JR.
Brown over Williams, and he missed it. Williams can handle it pretty well for a 6'10" kid.
But that's not the way his fast break is designed.
That's right. Lebo has not been an offensive factor. They have done a good job in staying with him tonight.
State starting man for man, just like he did the first of the ballgame. There goes JR.
Shackelford let him go. JR gets the rebound again. Corchiani got a hand on it to knock it loose, and it's out of bounds to State. Oh, without Corchiani, he's got it and going hard to the hoop.
Williams almost got a technical that time for hanging on the rim. I think State's got to be patient. They got to go inside to Shaq. Some try to get JR in a little foul trouble.
Reed is working with only one. Shackelford with 2. Corchiani wide open, passed up the shot. Del Negro for 3. In and out. Howard offensive rebound. Reed slapped it away.
Great block by JR. Here comes the break. This is something they couldn't get the first half.
Well, Ranzino had a 3-on-2, and here's a foul, a reach in on Del Negro.
Great pass that time by JR.
That is number 3 on Vinny Del Negro.
Watch JR make his pass. He sees a double team coming. He looks back to the weak side, spots a man open, throws it over, almost takes Vinny's arm with him.
Vinny was really leaning on that, and JR was like a fly, just swatted him away.
I'm telling you.
Ranzino Smith. Got it. And North Carolina takes the lead.
State went to a 2-3 zone that time, and Ranzino just split the seam. He got him a jump shot right at the free throw line.
It has been State from the beginning, and North Carolina has its first lead of the ball game.
Kick it back out, Shaq. Now kick it back in. JR front Shackelford. That's the way North Carolina plays his post men. He fronts him all the time. Watch JR front him.
Del Negro trying to get on track on an outside shot. Corchiani past Ranzino. Fouled by Ranzino Smith. That is 1 on the senior from Chapel Hill.
Good penetration by Chris that time, and drew the defense to him and threw it back out, made him foul him. Here's JR fronting. Watch him. He always going to try to front him. Lebo did a good job of helping back in there.
Shackelford with a jump hook and the miss.
And Shaq's got to take the ball through the hole a little bit more, make people foul him instead of all that fadeaway stuff.
Bucknall to Ranzino Smith. He and Lebo have been very quiet. Scott Williams just lost it on the way up, got the ball caught on his hip. Corchiani, bad pass ahead, got a break though, tipped out of bounds by Williams.
Well, he was looking, but it was sort of a dangerous pass.
Jim Valvano trying to map some strategy with his assistant coaches on the sideline.
Here comes the trap. Got it out of there. Good job, Chris.
State is finding it harder and harder to get shots. Shackelford misses, got the offensive rebound. And he's fouled by Ranzino.
There's Shaq doing a good job going up. Ranzino reached in and gets him right here. Gets him with his body.
And then for good measure, he tripped him. That's 2 on Ranzino in a hurry. Inbounds to Chucky Brown.
All right, the State's got to take their time.
Quentin Jackson's going to check into the ball game.
You'll get a foul.
Offensive foul. Shackelford, that's his 3rd.
Jack come way out the top of the key, put the ball on the floor, you're going to get a foul every time. Here he comes. Good guard, called by the official. Big guys can't. They're doing a good job.
We might as well blow a train whistle when he starts out that far. Just let him know. Quentin Jackson comes into the ball game. Jim Valvano, I think, wants to change up the way his offense is being run outside.
They're really not. They're almost playing now like North Carolina was first in the ball game.
Certainly
they're
are.
out of sync.
Chilcutt. Ranzino to Bucknall. Wide open.
Nice shot. Bucknall has really come along and doing a good job this year for North Carolina. He's solid. He's a good, very, very good defensive player. He's done a great job on Del Negro tonight. And he's getting so he can hit that jumper outside.
And he's the leading scorer tonight. He's got 10 points. And North Carolina with its biggest lead at 38-35. Howard cuts it to 2.
You know, the coaching staff at State really like Howard. They say he's a B student. He's an excellent student. He's solid. He plays good defense. He only takes good shots.
He has 10 points tonight. Ranzino. Beautiful rotation on that one.
Those left-handers can shoot. You got to cover them. There's another young man that really has not played that much until his senior year. He's doing a super job for North Carolina.
Ranzino has 7. Shackelford draws a lot of attention inside. Put off one of the Carolina players. Out of
Jack
bounds.
throwing that one-hand pass.
Yeah.
He picked that up in the playground.
It's 40-37 with 15:46 to go first half. Wolfpack must be wondering what hit them. They're down 40-37 with 15:46 to go in this ballgame. The second half has gone no better than the last 8.5 minutes of the first half when they were outscored 15-3. They've been outscored 5-2 in this half. And they've only hit 1 out of 5 shots.
Because they're not taking their time. They're out of sync. They've got to go inside some. Here comes North Carolina's really turned up the heat on defense, too. Give their defense credit.
Chucky Brown missed the little finger roll inside. Fox with a rebound for Carolina.
North Carolina has really turned up their intensity on defense. They're doing a lot of trapping.
Fox found himself wide open and must have thought, why not? It's 42-37.
Hey, that's a pretty good move for a freshman.
Sure is. This is the time when you expect Lebo to hit 2 3-pointers in a row and you can back up the bus.
That's true. They've got to be patient here now. They got to be patient. They're doing a lot of trapping. North Carolina doing a lot of trapping.
Chucky Brown hesitated and missed. And no second chances either, Lefty.
Nope.
Ranzino for 3. That would have been a big shot. Chilcutt with a foul.
I like Chilcutt. I'm telling you, he's helping that ball club. He's solid. He takes good shots, and he's really playing hard for North Carolina.
44-37, and North Carolina State in danger of being blown out. Del Negro had it blocked by Chilcutt. Shackelford just threw it up, and Lebo has the loose ball. And they said Lebo's on a baseline.
One of my key points that State had to do was be patient on offense. Right now, they're not.
They're not.
And you got to give North Carolina's defense credit. They're trapping, and State's doing a bad job of getting the ball out of the trap, and when they do, they're rushing their shot.
Monroe comes back into the ball game, and for the first time, Brian D'Amico, a 6'10", 220-pound sophomore, is in. And Shackelford will come out of the ball game to talk with Jim Valvano. Williams is back in.
Well, Jimmy wants to take him out and say, look, man, let's settle down. Let's be careful. Let's be cool and get back in the ball game.
Here's a bad pass. Look at this chase for it. And it's saved. Lebo somehow kept it in. Now it's touched again. Jackson with Reed back. And Lebo intercepts. Oh, you got to give that to J.R. He intimidated him.
But you got to give Lebo credit for sprinting back and getting there, too, and making a play.
And then sprinting back to the other end of the court.
That's right.
Lebo does all those little things you don't see.
Where's J.R.?
Reed, and he's tripped on the way in. They'll call a foul on Monroe. Well, Jim Valvano's team has scored 2 points in the second half after they got 3 points in the last 8.5 minutes of the first. Oh, that's a great play.
Great hustle. Both teams were going full speed, and Rick got there. Watch his play. Now watch Lebo right there. Beautiful play. J.R. intimidated, made him pass it off.
Quentin didn't have anything else to do. If he goes up with a shot, he's going to have to take a big bite out of it.
That's right.
14:03 to go in the game. North Carolina State, if you just joined us, led by as many as 13 points in the first half. They have gone stone cold under some tough defensive pressure.
State going to a 2-3 zone now.
Bad pass that time by Reed. Tried to hit Williams a little high and strong.
Jimmy's changed. That's the first time he's been to a straight 2-3 zone. Take your time. You got to take your time.
Forciani and Shackelford will come back in at the next opportunity. Jackson almost gave up a 5-second count. Carolina's really turned up the notch on the defense. Del Negro had it stuffed by Williams. They'll call the foul on Scott Williams. That'll be his third. And State will have a chance to score some points.
Vinny does a good job of going to his left. Watch him. He ball fake, pump fakes, goes up, hits him on the arm. Way to draw the foul. Good job of drawing the foul.
Well, they called a foul on Bucknall instead. That's 3 on him, so Williams remains at 2. And Del Negro will go to the line. We've played 6.5 minutes of the second half, and State has scored 2 points, so they have gone 15 minutes and scored 5 points in this game. No wonder they're behind.
Well, let's give credit to North Carolina's defense.
You bet.
They're trapping, they're playing aggressive, they're really getting after it.
Del Negro hits the first of 2.
I think Dean told me at half, say, look, you had a week off, man, you had another half off, now let's play this half.
Yeah. Del Negro with 6. He's the 10th leading scorer in the conference, nearly 16 a game. Hits them both.
Good touch, rolled it around, drop. Good shooters can do that.
Looked for a while like the bulbs were burned out on the NC State side of the scoreboard.
Now State's gone to a 1-3 with a chaser on Lebo. 1-3 with a chaser on Lebo. They're going to pack it inside.
Madden
with JR getting the ball inside, but he got it anyway.
Over Shack. Missed it. Tipped. I think that'll be overruled, and it will. Foul is going to be on Bucknall.
And is that 4 on him?
If it's called on Bucknall, it is.
When you got 3 fouls on you can't jump over somebody's back. Like you watch him, he does a good job of going to the boards, but he jumped on his back, got it with his left hand. Pretty good tip, though.
Sure was. 4 on Bucknall. Del Negro would not be unhappy to see Bucknall come out of the ballgame.
Now North Carolina's going to his zone because Bucknall's in foul trouble. Rodney won't miss many of those, but he missed that one. State's playing tight right now.
Monroe missed from 10 feet. Usually that's a gimme.
North Carolina's playing smart. Now they're playing their game. They just pass the ball around. They only end up getting a good shot.
Yeah, they did that time. Off the hands of Madden. Ranzino Smith will come back in the ball game. It's a 5-point North Carolina lead with 12:35 to go.
All right, they can get back in it. They need one right here, though.
Made 1 field goal in this half. Here's Monroe. He had the wide open shot and passed on it. Del Negro just inside the line, and Vinny's gone cold.
Go, J.R. Take it, baby. Smart. Pull it up.
Lebo, he won't pass on the shot. Buries the 3-pointer.
That's that 3-pointer you were talking about.
47-39. I don't know if there's anybody else in the country that I wouldn't want shooting that shot except him.
I know, I'm telling you, it was a very, very important shot. Nice pass, Shaq.
Shackelford to Del Negro. 47-41. They cut it back to 6. They got to pass 12 minutes.
They got to stop North Carolina. North Carolina's scoring on every possession. They can't seem to stop them if they're going to get back in the ball game.
Carolina got back in it with defense. State's going to have to do the same thing. Ranzino had to dump it off. Williams fouled on the way up. 2 on Monroe.
Well, Rodney tried to get a charge in here, but he's a little bit late getting in there. I don't know.
Maybe he wasn't.
I don't know. He was there.
I think he slapped him on the arm on the way up before they collided. Jim Valvano, 15-4 this year, 5-2 in the ACC, fighting for a share of first place. Duke won tonight, so they go to 6-2. Both of these clubs are 5-2. Williams hits the free throw, and you also notice North Carolina not missing free throws in the second half, as they did in the first.
They're the best free throw shooting team in the ACC, and that's what makes it so tough to beat. Every time we say that, they miss one.
Williams missed that one badly. It looked like he was almost trying to miss it.
Yeah, he bricked that one.
He sure did. Monroe, Forciani, and Del Negro, the 3-guard offense.
They have got to get that ball inside, though.
Del Negro tried to penetrate, lost it to Williams.
State is not getting the ball inside at all. There's JR. You won't stop him in there, Mary.
Whistle, no bucket. Foul on Chucky Brown.
Can't let JR have the ball in the low post. That's that secondary break. And State did a great job the first half of stopping him. Watch him. He goes right through the low post, and he gets that ball in there. He is so strong that there's no way you're going to stop him. They got 3 guys grabbing, slapping at him. He still gets the shot off.
Somehow he always gets it back, doesn't he? 11:18 to go in the game. It's North Carolina 48, Carolina State 41. Second half has been a nightmare for North Carolina State. They have scored 6 points. There's 11:18 to go, and they're down by 7. And here's the field goal percentage. Just not being able to get it in the hole. 2 out of 11 for State.
Well, they're starting off just like North Carolina started off the first half.
Yeah.
So they got to turn it around. They got to step up their defensive intensity and make North Carolina turn the ball over like they were at the first of the ball game to get back in it. And they've got to have some patience on offense. They've got to catch up a little bit at a time.
But wasn't that the hardest thing for you to do as a coach once you lost the intensity to get it back?
It really is. Sometimes it just take a big play. You know, they're just missing. They're not getting power moves inside.
And they are getting no second shots either, Lefty.
Exactly.
Fox, they've been letting Fox alone, and that's what he does every time. He just sees a baseline open and says goodbye.
They're taking the ball through the hole.
50-41, the lead has grown to 9. What a turnaround. And that foul's on Lebo for pushing.
Well, Jeff reached that time. He didn't move his feet. He reached and got him on the arm. Great drive through the baseline. Why didn't he go up there and dunk that ball? Ain't bad for a freshman.
Scott Williams did a nice job of clearing out that baseline, too.
Yes, he did. But State should have had some weak side help. Somebody should have gotten a charge on that or picked him up.
Avi Lester into the ball game.
You've got to get the ball inside to Chucky Brown, Avi, somebody get a layup, get something easy in the lane. They've not got anything inside. They're just shooting outside.
Monroe for 3. That's the third one of those he's hit, and that's a big bucket.
Now they got to play some defense and stop them.
Ranzino for 3. Answers in a hurry.
I love that three-point play. One team gets one, the other one comes back, gets one. Look at it. That got the crowd fired up.
It may turn into this. Del Negro with his team down by 9.
Penetrate Chris and kick it back out to Rodney.
Del Negro and Monroe.
Inside.
Monroe for 3 again. He's hit 4.
I'm telling you, the man can shoot. I got a little game I make campers play, okay? If you miss it, it counts 2. If you make it, it counts 1. We play a game of 21. He beat that thing 21-1 one time and 20-4.
Fox, nice pass to Reed. Had it knocked away. Excellent inside defense by State.
All right, you need to get one here to get back in it. Penetrate, kick it out.
Tried to, and Corciani threw it away. Had the situation set up that you called for.
Yeah.
It's 53-47 with 9.5 minutes to go.
Good move. Back to JR. Goes up strong. Gets his hand on the ball. Good block by Avi.
9:27 and counting in the ball game. Lebo against Corciani.
Stayed in a triangle and 2 right now. They switched up another defense. Triangle and 2.
Reed and the foul. Lester and Chucky Brown both in the vicinity, and Brown grimaces, so he must have gotten it. That'll be his 3rd.
Jimmy's digging in his bag of tricks with these defenses. Good move right here by JR. Good drop step. Goes up hard. Gets him on the arm.
That's the 15th foul, or 16th foul against North Carolina State. North Carolina's committed 5.
Rodney Monroe's on Ranzino. Chris Corciani's on Lebo. The other 3 are playing a zone inside.
Well, Shackelford has disappeared this game, hasn't he?
He really has. I don't know. Jimmy must have him over resting. He'll be back.
Hasn't scored in the second half. Reed. Lebo with that pump fake now works for the bank shot and can't get it. Chilcutt had it and lost it out of bounds.
Good job of banging it in, though, Pete. And he put it on the floor and hit his foot. The big man, it's hard to get him not to put that ball on the floor when they get it off the board.
They all think they're guards anyhow.
Right.
53-47. Monroe would like to get another 3-pointer, cut that lead in half.
Big possession here.
Corciani had a tough time getting rid of it.
North Carolina doing a super job of putting pressure on the ball.
Chucky Brown against 3 players and misses.
See, that wasn't a good shot.
Chilcutt. Oh, what a great pass by Lebo. Man, oh man, what a pass.
That was a pretty good catch by P2.
55-47.
Here comes the defense. They switch. They're going to trap the ball.
Monroe, that's what he's looking for, that jumper. Reed with a rebound to Lebo. Again, ahead to Smith.
That's the fast break. I said they had to stop, and they're not doing it. The guards have got to get back. Jimmy wants a timeout.
If Lebo was John Elway, they had touchdowns back-to-back. Timeout, it's a 10-point lead. Let's take a look at that last play, and you'll see another great pass from Lebo.
You see the guards are not getting back. J.R. Reed's got 11 rebounds so far. Lebo does a great job of hitting him, and the guards have got to get back for North Carolina State. They can't allow that to happen. Now, North Carolina is going to a 2-3 zone. Their matchup, or what they call is the 1-3-1 point zone. They're going to say, let's shoot it outside, man.
Might be a chance for Monroe to get his 3-pointer again. He's made 4.
They got to get it inside a little bit.
Del Negro for 3.
Yeah, he's the best three-point shooter in the ACC last year, and they can't give him that shot or Monroe.
57-50. They certainly haven't been able to score inside. Shackelford and Brown, their top 2 scorers, have not scored at all in the second half. Bucknall dumps it off, and Williams got away. Double dribble called by Dick Paparo.
Oh, that's a pretty move, though, I'm telling you. He made a power move, a nice crossover move, went through the hole. Must have moved his pivot foot.
57-50, approaching the 7-minute mark.
North Carolina back to man for man. They only stayed in that zone 1 possession.
Monroe got a nice first step.
Go inside. Get the ball inside his shot. JR's fronting. See, JR's working. He's fronting, looking for weak side help.
Avi Lester. Reed drops off, blocks the shot, and an offensive foul called on Lester for pushing off.
Yeah, there he goes. He's going through the hole. I don't know. Close.
I'd have to see it from another angle. I sure didn't see it from that one, did you?
I didn't either. I thought he made a nice move through the hole. All right, State, you got to hold him again if you're going to get back in it.
Scott Williams against Shackelford, brings it across.
Clock's working for State for Carolina right now.
Scott Williams, here's a whistle and a foul away from the ball. They're going to call this one on Fox underneath for holding.
Man, I know Dean doesn't like that. He's looking down the bench. Get him out of there. He's going to tell Rick, man, we didn't need that one.
Fox
6:30 left. We're up 7. You don't want to foul off the ball like that.
And Fox is saying, I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it, Coach. It's a bad call.
How many times did you hear that, huh?
A lot.
How many times do you believe it?
Every day and then.
Forciani, Del Negro, and Monroe, Shackelford, and Avi Lester are in there for Jim
Get it
Valvano.
to Shaq. Give it to Shaq. You got to get it inside some.
He's working hard for it. Forciani with a set shot for 3. That cuts the lead to 4. 5:59 to go. So the 3-point shot has gotten them back in the ballgame.
And now the State's going back to straight man for man. I think they've done a better job with their man for man.
Well, Williams just turned Shackelford around.
That's that same move he just made a minute ago that he walked on, and that shows great confidence when he walks one time, turns around next time, and slams it with 2 hands.
So he left Shackelford like his feet were nailed to the floor and got that swing.
They are doing a great job of fronting Shackelford. They got to swing the ball back and get Shackelford on the swing.
Del Negro. Monroe. Double teamed at the baseline, forced it up. Here comes J.R.
Magic.
Yeah. Smith. Bingo.
All right. Way to hit him, Randino. I'm telling you, I did not think he would play that well this year. You know, he looks like he's slow, he's heavy, but he can bury that thing, and he plays smart basketball. And I'm going to tell you, he's one reason North Carolina's so tough right now.
He's Carolina's leading scorer tonight with 15. Del Negro in and out. An 8-point lead, 4:50 to go in the game.
All right, you know, Almost got that ball.
Reed tried to put it on the floor, and he walked. Good defense by Lester, and Corchiani came over to help.
JR knows better than that. Should have kicked it back out. You're right. He forces this in here. You need to kick the ball back out. The defense is waiting for him. Corchiani was there. Everybody was there.
Avi Lester has played hard while he's been in there. And JR will come out for a breather, and so will Ranzino Smith. Right now, it's Bucknall, Lebo, Chilcutt, Williams, and Fox on the court for Dean Smith with 4:41 to go in the game. 8-point lead. State needs some points in a hurry.
Well, they need to go inside. So, I mean, it looks like they're going. Now get it to Shaq. That's right. Back to the weak side.
Chucky Brown still has not scored in the second half. Neither have Shackelford. Chilcutt got a hand on it, lost it out of bounds. A dangerous pass that time. He tried to go 3 for 3 on Bob.
Dean's telling Lebo, don't do that. Don't do that. Look, we're playing the clock now. You don't want to stop their momentum, but you don't want to do foolish things. That's 2 straight turnovers for North Carolina.
Bucknall is in there to cover Del Negro, so they'll have to get it done outside with Corchiani. 3-pointer, Chris Corchiani.
Money shot for a freshman.
Sure was. 61-56, 3:59 to go.
Yeah, if they can hold them here and score next time, we've got us a close ball game coming up. North Carolina will be very patient on this possession.
Lebo in and out. Chilcutt kept it alive and saved it. What a play. And a new 45 seconds, but Williams chooses not to use it.
I'm telling you, Scott Williams is coming life. It's a beautiful drop step and power move to the hole.
63-56. Now, Monroe is not in there for NC State, the three-point master. Del Negro is. Howard has it tipped, intercepted Bucknall.
All right, here we go, working on the clock now. Look at Dean, he's up. He's got spinning his finger around. Let's move it around, man. Let's move it around. Let's kill the clock. See if we can't get a backdoor cut. Be watching that little backdoor cut.
Clock is down to 2:58. You see it on your screen. Bucknall fouled on the way up, and they're pointing at Corchiani, saying he got him early.
Good move to the hole, but I thought they'd run a little more of the clock off right there. Bucknall's a good free throw shooter, 80% free throw shooter.
That is 4 on Corchiani. I'm a little surprised right now Monroe not in the ball game. He's their biggest weapon with that three-point shot. He's hit 4 of them tonight.
Well, I think Jimmy probably wants to go inside a little bit more. Well, they've sort of shot themselves out of the game trying those 3 points.
Yeah. 64-56. Bucknall trying to make the lead 9. He's hit 3 out of 5 tonight. Missed that one, however.
That's below his average.
Tried to get it to Del Negro and threw it away. And Jim Valvano grabs his head and said, I didn't need that. 2:49 to go in the ball game. Timeout on the court. North Carolina 64. North Carolina State 56. 2:49 to go. Here's that last great play by Chilcutt.
I said I like Pete. I think he's getting better every game. He's going to be a very, very fine player for North Carolina. He's a valuable guy for them coming off the bench.
Nice move by Williams to get the lead back to 8 points.
Yeah, if State's going to foul, they got to foul JR or Scott Williams. The other guys don't foul him because they'll bury him every time. Although Bucknall has missed some this half in this ball game, I believe I might foul him. But they're going to have to foul because North Carolina's going to run that clock down if they don't.
Approaching the 2.5-minute mark. Nice block by Howard, but they get it back.
18 seconds left on the clock. 13 seconds. Watching, he'll penetrate.
Clock's at 5. Crowd helps him and let Williams know, and he missed the three-pointer badly, but that was not his fault. Del Negro with a fine over-the-head grab of that pass to Howard. Howard just sort of threw it up with the right hand and missed the shot. And we got a foul on J.R. Reed for pushing underneath.
That's the first time I've ever seen J.R. shake his head. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
Good drive by Brian.
Oh.
Yeah. J.R. had
wonder.
to that one. he agreed. He told us, yep, I got him. You're right.
When you mug him right in front of the official, it's pretty tough to get away from him. Monroe has come off the state bench to score 14 points and has the lead. Ranzino Smith, the leading scorer for North Carolina tonight.
Well, you know, J.R. is not in double figures, and Shackelford's not in double figures, which surprises me.
Howard misses the first shot. Thought it was... Oh, it was the front end of a 1-and-1. And everybody else stood there, and he made the bucket. Do you believe that? Now they're going to confer and say, was it a 2-shot foul or 1-and-1? He was fouled after the shot. It should be 1-and-1. So he missed it and gets the bucket. That's the most incredible thing I've seen all year. Jimmy saying, yeah, it was 1-and-1.
Jimmy says, press him, go get him, let's get another one. Maybe they'll give us another one.
Hey, it's the first time I've seen 7 guys asleep in front of 25,000 people.
I'm telling you. I was kind of asleep myself. I didn't know what he was doing.
Well, those short naps will kill you.
I'm telling you.
Oh, that's big. That's one for the blooper reels there, and it cuts the lead to 6. That's a big basket.
It really is. If they can come up with a 3-pointer, that gets the ball.
Brian Howard was the only guy out there paying attention. Missed a shot, went and got it, stuffed it back in. We'll have to see that replay later. That was unbelievable.
Jimmy's got his pressing team in there. Kelsey Weems in there. He's a quick player, good defensive player. But you don't want to foul Lebo. If you're going to foul somebody in this group right here, it's got to be Bucknell. I'd foul Bucknell. Get him.
And Howard did.
See, Jimmy's clapping his hand. That's who he wanted him to foul.
With 1:35 to go in the game. Take a look at this last shot. Well, everybody
stood there.
And there goes Howard. Looks like practice.
Hey, Howard's a B student, and he's smart.
That's
he knows
right.
what he's doing out there.
Well, he deserves a better grade than a B if he's...
He got an A on that one.
As he did.
Now they've put Rodney Monroe in. They got the offensive team in there.
Now, Bucknall is 3 of 6 tonight, but he's an 80% shooter on the year. Just like that.
Shot that one like an 80%.
Yes, he did. It's amazing. The good shooters under pressure seem to go back to those good stats, even if they've had a bad night. But he missed the second one, and that's important. If you can hold him to 1 out of 2 from the line, you've got a shot. It's a 7-point game.
Oh, you should have taken it, Rodney. You had him. Get it back to Rodney.
Del Negro inside to Shackelford, who has not scored in a half. Got it to Monroe. Monroe hits, and they call timeout.
All right, we got a ball game here. It's not over.
65-60, our score. North Carolina State down to the Tar Heels by 5. 1:20 left to go from Chapel Hill.
I'm Jim Valvano of North Carolina State University. Illegal drugs threaten our friends, our children, and ourselves. Please join the Wolfpack family in the war against drugs.
Thank you, Coach. It's 65-60 with 1:20 to go in the ball game. North Carolina has the basketball. State used another timeout, so they're down to 1. The Tar Heels have all 4 of theirs left.
Well, they got a foul. They got to come up here with a steal. Well, I look for them to go to Bucknell. No, they got Bucknell out right now. So they got a foul. The only bad free throw shoots in, they're not bad. No, Bucknell's still in there. They either got a foul, Bucknell, J.R., or Williams.
Some choice.
Should have trapped him right there in the corner. Had a good shot at trapping him.
They don't want to foul Lebo, and of course he'll keep it in his hands as long as he can. He and Ranzino Smith. Now Bucknell fouled by Howard. Good job by Brian Howard. As soon as it looked like Bucknell was going to get it, he attacked him.
Well, Jimmy was over there hollering, get him, get him, get him. And he got him. Good job. See, but that's really an intentional foul.
Yeah.
But as long as you're going after the basketball, they won't call it.
Kelsey Weems will come out of the ballgame, and Corciani comes back in. Offense for defense. Big free throws here as Bucknell goes to the line. He is 4 out of 8 tonight. Missed 1 out of 2 the last time he went to the line. And got the roll on that one.
He rolled that one in.
And he turned around and looked toward the coaching staff like, I don't understand what's going wrong here.
He's laughing. No, he's loose. He's not tight. I saw him turn around and laugh at Lebo.
6-point lead. This is the big one, and it makes it 7. That was a big free throw. Corciani quickly to Monroe. He's hit 5 of those.
I'm telling you, that's my man. He can shoot it.
67-63. Chucky Brown reaches in, commits the foul. That'll be a 1-and-1. J.R. Reed will go to the line.
Well, that's a good foul, because J.R. I don't think he shot a free throw this half, has he? He hasn't shot many.
No, he hasn't scored in this half. J.R. with 9 points in the first half. When was the last time you remember him under double figures?
I can't remember. I don't think he's been under but twice in his career.
Well, it doesn't look like he's going to be under in a second. 67-63. 56 seconds left. Still time with that three-point rule, though. J.R. missed the first. Del Negro has the ball. They could cut it to 1.
Got plenty of time. Plenty of time. They got to get a good one.
Well, they find Monroe in a hurry.
Penetrate. You got to penetrate, Chris.
Chucky Brown. Big shot by Brown.
Get a timeout.
They've cut it to 2. 38 seconds left. Shot clock is lost.
All right, I know what Jimmy wants. He wants him to foul J.R. again.
Almost stolen. Now it is. Ahead to Brown. And he missed it. Del Negro tips it in. It's tied.
Got a tie game here. I mean, who got us the ball game?
Holy cow.
Great
what a monster steal, Lefty.
Well, that's Jimmy's foul, and he's smart at that. I'm going to tell you, he worked on it. It's good as anybody in the country. They're picking out people to foul at the end of the ball game. They did it. They made a miss, and they connected.
And then they got the big break with this foul. And credit Chucky Brown for reaching in, knocking away to begin with. Then Del Negro got it back to him.
Watch Del Negro on his tip-in. It's a big-time tip-in. You see, North Carolina was a little slow getting back on defense.
Well,
all right, what do you think now? What do you think? Who's going to get the shot here? Who's going to take it?
Either Lebo or J.R. Reed. It's although the one thing that's always been so tough to me for North Carolina to try to defense this team is that if you leave anybody open, any one of those 5 guys is willing to take the final shot. Chilcutt did in his first college game against Syracuse, won the game.
You know what wouldn't surprise me? That Jimmy plays this way. Get the ball in, if J.R. or Bucknell touch it, foul him real quick, see if they can make him, and then he's still got 15 seconds to come down and tie it up or win it if they miss one of them.
That's interesting.
Wouldn't surprise me if Jimmy does that, because he loves to foul people in the ball game to put pressure on those guys.
Well, do you think about the criticism you would open yourself up to if you do something like that, or you just go ahead and do what you think best?
Statistically, North Carolina's going to win this game. The basketball is worth 1 point. Most of the time, if you got the last shot, you're going to win. So, you know, there's a lot to it, and Jimmy likes to do that. Jimmy likes to fool around with things like that, because whoever goes to that line for North Carolina right now has got a lot of pressure on him.
Jim Valvano called a timeout. After North Carolina had come back out on the court, he wanted to see how they were going to line up, uses his last timeout in order to set his defense again.
It'll be interesting to see what defense he comes out in. I look for him to maybe press him. If not, he may be in a triangle and 2 or some kind of jump defense, something he hadn't shown all night. Maybe he might go to a straight 2-3 zone. But
now,
then again,
when you send him out like that, how much time do you want your team to be able to recognize that defense? I mean, they got to do it in 3, 4, 5 seconds?
Well, they got plenty of time. North Carolina only wants to take 1 shot. They want to shoot the ball with about 5 seconds left, so they've got plenty of time to get the rebound, tip it in case they miss. North Carolina State, they want to try to force a turnover or make them shoot a bad shot. Maybe even, I'm saying, if you're going to foul them quick after about 3 or 4 seconds, and then you're going to have a chance to either win the game or tie it up.
Jim Valvano has never won a game here in Chapel Hill. The last time State won here was in 1976.
Okay, looks like they're going to press them in the front court. They're leaving 3 guys back. Corciani and Howard are up front. They might just foul somebody up there. I don't know what Jimmy's got up his sleeve. Let's see.
Well, the last 18 ought to be interesting. Williams got to get it inbounds, does to Reed.
I say go ahead and foul him right there. Then you got 14 seconds, but let's see what happens.
See who gets the last shot. Lebo. Had it blocked by Shackelford.
Nice block by Shaq.
5 seconds left.
Get another timeout, Jimmy. Set it up.
And Dean will take the timeout with 5 seconds to go. Now, that's really not Lebo's shot, that penetrating move. He is a much better outside shooter.
I thought he was going to penetrate and dish it back out. Watch to see if there's anybody open out here. I thought Ranzino cleared out, but he didn't have a chance. I think if Ranzino would have stayed out in the corner, he may have had a chance to dish it out to him.
And Ranzino has had a big offensive night. He's hit 14 points. He is the leading scorer on the floor.
watch this inbounds play. I say that Lebo's going to take the basketball out of bounds. He's going to skip pass it back to the middle of the court, and somebody's going to come out and set a pick for him. They're going to get him a jump shot right over in the corner.
I think you're right. That's a play we've seen how many times with the great Carolina jump shooter. He's the guy that takes it out of bounds, throws it in, gets it right back. With 1 second, he fires.
And maybe, if he's not open, JR's probably going to wrap inside. They may look to JR right down inside, but 5 seconds is plenty of time. They don't have to rush the shot. Let's be interested to see what Jimmy plays, whether he plays him a zone or man or puts pressure on the guy on Lebo throwing the ball in.
Now, traditionally, you like to play a zone on out-of-bounds plays, but with only 5 seconds left, you don't want to give Lebo an open shot.
That's right. Let's see what Jimmy plays here. Well, he's got Ranzino covered man for man. He's going to play a man for man.
Lebo taking it out of bounds.
I think he's going to lob it to JR. No, here it is. Now watch it pick. Here comes the pick. There's Lebo. There he is.
And he missed it.
He missed it.
We'll go to overtime.
But we called a play, but he blew it.
That's right. We finally got one right, and Lebo very uncharacteristically misses the shot at the buzzer. It's 67-67 at the end of regulation.
Exactly what we said. He threw the ball back. He skipped past. He missed Bucknell. Bucknell set the pick. There's the pick. There's Lebo wide open. He could have taken a dribble to the baseline, I think, and gotten a better shot.
He's probably never missed a shot that badly with a game on the line in his life. We'll be back for another 5 minutes of basketball in a moment. In overtime this year, North Carolina is 2-0. They beat Syracuse and Fordham. North Carolina State, this is their first overtime appearance of the season. Anything special about overtime other than it's overtime?
Not really, except I'll tell you, every possession is important. I like to get the tip off and get ahead if I can. We play a 5-minute overtime at the end of practice every day because you got to play it when you're tired. Both teams are tired right now. And but possessions are important. Let's see who gets his tip off. This is very important.
Shackelford got a hand on it, knocks it to Chucky Brown. Corchiani and Del Negro are in there, along with Howard, Brown, and Shackelford.
Now we've played 40 minutes. We've got us a 5-minute game.
Shackelford still has not scored in the second half, and he loses the ball to JR.
Big-time steal by JR.
Wasn't it?
Now let's see if North Carolina can get one and go up. Whoever goes up, nice.
From Ranzino Smith.
Nice back pick and lob in there. Good play. Dean called that play. Give him credit. He's sitting back over there now.
And that's the first 2 points and a half for JR.
Yep.
And he just gets into double figures with 11. And he has done a great job fronting Shackelford.
He is really working on defense. I think that's why he's not scoring.
Chucky Brown and Brian Howard put the hand up. The North Carolina folks wanted a goaltending on that one.
I'm telling you, it was close.
Boy, wasn't it? Tied at 69.
All right, what's State's defense? They're in there triangling too. They got Lebo and Smith covered. Other 3 men are playing a zone. Del Negro and Shackelford and Howard are playing a zone. Oh, excuse me.
And that's a travel on Bucknell. So with 3:40 to go in the first overtime.
The triangle two, he hurt him. Forced it to watch him move his pivot foot.
Corchiani brings it up against Ranzino Smith.
There's a trap. North Carolina's trapping a little bit now. Get it inside.
Corchiani left wide open, didn't want to take the shot.
North Carolina's defense is slowed down a little bit. JR is really working inside, though. He has done a great job on Shackelford in there. Super job. They cannot get the ball to Shaq because JR is doing such a great job on him. He's fronting him. He's face guarding him.
Shot clock is down to 12. Corchiani almost lost it on the way into Howard. He missed. Chucky Brown outran everybody for the rebound. Save to Del Negro. 2:55 to go in overtime.
Big possession, big possession.
Howard guarded by Lebo. Howard has the height advantage in that matchup. And he walked as he went into the lane. He really shuffled the feet.
Well, I think he wanted to go all the way. Then he saw the defense there, and he tried to throw the pass, and he shuffled his foot. Give him a little shuffle.
2:43 to go in overtime. We're tied at 69 from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. 2:43 to go in the game. If you joined us late, this is overtime. We were tied at 67 at the end of regulation. And here's what has happened to North Carolina in this building. The only 2 times they have lost. A month ago against Duke, and Lefty Driesell coached his Maryland team to the first win ever against Dean Smith here at the Dean Dome. Well, that was an overtime.
We got a big one going tonight. Let's forget about those.
Okay. 2.5 minutes to go. Overtime in Chapel Hill.
State sticking with that triangle in 2. They got 3 men playing a zone, and they're playing Ranzino and Lebo man for man. Big possession here.
Bucknall, bad pass, didn't get it in, and Corchiani
safe. Great hustle.
Oh, great play by Chris Corchiani, diving out of bounds, threw it behind his back.
And Chucky Brown did a great job of knocking that ball loose when he was trying to get it into JR. He had him fronted down inside. Give it to... I'll tell you, JR is locked up, Shaka, but he has locked him up tonight.
Del Negro for 3. Looked a little off balance. Shackelford with a tip. And Lebo with the ball. Boy, everybody looks a little tight.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a big ball.
Bucknall Williams. Boy, just flying down the lane.
Big time assist. Big time assist that time.
And State will use one of 2 remaining timeouts with 1:39 to go. Well, Bucknall had made a couple of big turnovers, but he saw Williams coming.
And you got to give Lebo credit because he spotted him. Then there's Lee. There he came. He's a trailer on their secondary break. And that time, instead of stopping at the free throw line, he went all the way to the basket. There it is from a different angle. See, normally he will stop at the free throw line or the top of the key. This time he just kept on coming, got him a 2-handed dunk. Great play.
Williams 6'10", 225 out of Hacienda Heights, California. He's really developed, hasn't he, Lefty? He's really come on.
Well, he was a great player in high school. He's gotten better here every year. He's just a sophomore, and think what he's going to be in 2 years. Now, let's see what North Carolina does defensively this time. I think they may go to a zone. I look for them to go to a zone, give North Carolina State a little bit of something different, because Jimmy's probably saying they're going to be playing this man for man, watch the trap. So maybe Dean will try to out-trick him and go to a zone this time.
Well, the outside shooter for North Carolina State is Monroe, and he has 19 points. He is not in there right now, and he has been the guy who is... Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He put him in.
And he's hit 5 out of 7 3-point shots.
And North Carolina's going to press him and hope to come up with the turnover right here. They're going to put a lot of heat on him and press, man-for-man press, fronting the guy throwing the ball in bounds.
They get it to Monroe, guarded by Lebo.
Watch, they may try to trap him.
Corchiani guarded by King Rice.
Big possession.
Chucky Brown, they leave him alone from 16. Carolina ball.
Lebo trying to draw a foul back there.
Wasn't he? And a great job, too.
Now they're going to run the clock down. I would foul him. You got to foul King Rice. He's a 30% free throw shooter.
They had better go after him while
I
he's got
would get
the
him right
basketball.
now while he's got it. He's a freshman. He's a bad free throw shooter.
He's a better free throw shooter than that. He's 73%.
I'm sorry, 73%, 30 from the floor.
But he's probably the worst free throw shooter out there.
You've got a freshman in the game. He's just come in the ball game. I'd go get him.
Shot clock is at 12 right now. You see the game clock on your screen. Rice penetrates, had to drop it off.
Nice pass.
Got it to the right guy.
Nice pass. Nice pass, King. I'm telling you, I was bad, Matthew, but that's a great play.
4-point lead. Del Negro. He's fouled by Bucknall.
That's 5 on him.
Yes, it is.
But I'm telling you something. He has worked on Del Negro. That's why he's on my all-defensive team. He has really done a good job on him. Nice penetration by Rice. He looks back to the weak side, spots JR, and my man hits it off the board and makes it.
Bucknall gets a nice hand as he goes out. Did a great defensive job. And remember, this is a kid who has not played all that much basketball. He's from London, England, had a soccer background. He's learned in a hurry.
Well, you know, you play soccer with your feet, you play defense with your feet.
Yep.
You got to move your feet, so soccer probably helps you.
Del Negro with big free throws coming up here. Vinny has hit 5 of 6. a 4-point lead. They need to cut into that with 26 seconds to go.
State's got 1 timeout left.
Would you use it if he makes the
Well, I
shot?
would get a sub up at the bench after he hands the ball to stop the clock and then press, and you got to foul the first guy that catches it. And I wouldn't let Lebo or Smith catch it.
One of the officials talking with one of the timer at the bench. And now they're talking to Dean, and I'm sure they'll go over and talk to Jim Valvano. At least Jim wants to know.
Well, they haven't got... Well, I think Ransino wasn't out long enough. You got to stay out of play. He wasn't out of play. Now you can foul Fox, maybe.
No time had come off the clock. Was that it?
Yeah.
And now North Carolina has 6 players out there.
That'll help, won't it?
Yes, it will. Play a boxing 1-and-1. And now Jim Valvano wants to know what's going on. So Rice stays on the floor, and Ransino Smith sits down. Big shots for Del Negro. 1-and-1.
No problem. Vinny's been there before.
He's clutch. Now Jim Valvano is saying again, Ransino Smith can't come in the ball game because no time has gone off the clock. And King Rice will come out. Ransino comes in anyway. So Jim is overruled. Guys in the striped shirts will do that. Vinny hits the second, 73-71, no timeout.
Oh, now they got a foul.
But North Carolina will take a timeout.
That's their last one, I think, isn't it?
No, they got one left.
Got one more.
Yeah, you get that extra one in overtime.
So both teams got 1 timeout left.
Now, since I've got you here, coach of winning so many games, let me ask you. Now, when you're on one side and your opposite number comes out with a certain offensive look or defensive look, and then you call timeout after you've seen what he's done, and then you want to change it, well, the other guy changes his too, so what good are you doing?
Well, you just want to get an idea of where they're going to line up, and you may want to pick out who you want to foul. In this case, I think North Carolina State has almost got to foul somebody, although they may come up with a steal like they did the last time.
Yep.
I think Jimmy will go for the foul, though. I think they don't want the ball to get in Lebo's or Ransino Smith's hand. Maybe even double-team them so they can't catch the inbounds pass. Let one of the other guys catch it and then foul them right away. Or Jimmy may want to go for the steal.
He's only got 26 seconds to do it and down by 2. Of course, North Carolina has had some uncharacteristically poor free throw shooting tonight. So if you do give them the foul, if they make 1 out of 2, you're still only down 3 points.
Yeah, they've got King Rice in the game. I believe I'd let him go, let him catch the ball and then nail him.
Go after the freshman. Williams fakes the long pass. They get it to Lebo.
Can't foul him. Don't foul him.
Lebo will keep it as long as he can.
I guarantee you. Now get him. Oh, nice. He got out of it.
What a pass!
Let me tell you something. King Rice has made 2 great assists at the end of this ball game.
And Ransino with a steal hits the bucket. It's overruled because North Carolina State had called a timeout.
But Ransino shouldn't have shot that ball. He almost got a charge.
Oh, what a wild finish.
Great pass by King Rice. I'm telling you, that guy has got 2 of the most... We might ought to make him the MVP of this ball game because he has gotten 2 great assists at the end of this ball game.
And Jim Valvano is now going to have to pull more than a rabbit out of his hat. He's down by 4 with 7 seconds to go.
Well, they got to jack it up there to Rodney Monroe or to Vinny real quick and let him shoot.
Asking us how much time, Paul Houseman, the official over here, I believe it was 10 seconds, Paul, if we can get him good. And they're going to take a look at this again. Well, that's 7 seconds when they call the...
Well, that was
called the player control, but that was after timeout had been called.
That wasn't really
a fact. You need to go back a little bit before that. I believe it was 10 seconds to go, and that's what they were, the officials came over and asked us.
Don't get me involved. I don't want Dean mad at me.
No.
I don't want Jimmy mad at me.
No, but I think there was 10 seconds left to go.
All right, you tell him that. I don't want to tell him.
Oh, I'll be happy to. I love controversy. Golly whiz.
Well, you got it. You better put
Yeah.
10 back up.
Well, there's only 7 up there now. You're right. Maybe I better stay out of it. 7 seconds on the clock. And now Jim Valvano is calling both coaches over. Well, if they want to come ask us again. Of course, we couldn't see the official who was calling the timeout, Lefty, so you don't know if it had ticked down before they called the timeout or not.
I know Dean's not going to say, go ahead and give him a couple.
No, no. Christmas was 2 months ago.
Push it up, get the three-point shot.
Corciani with Rice pressuring.
Oh,
what a shot!
What a shot.
Oh, man. King Rice was yelling at him, and that's the buzzer. And now they rule off the basket? They do. No basket. And it's over. And now they do rule the basket was good, and King Rice nearly picked up a foul on that attempt, which cut it down to 1. That could have been a 4-point play that could have tied up the game.
Hey, this is a great ball game. They don't come any better. If you talk about the ACC, this is ACC basketball at its best.
What a way to finish our final in overtime, and now they have switched it back to a 2-point shot. So the final in overtime. North Carolina 75, North Carolina State 73.
All right, 75.